Hey guys, what's up? In the last part, I addressed I guess you can call it women's rights in Islam. In the last part, and yeah, here's the actual verse to basically back that up. I scanned it from out of this Quran that I had, and again, I'm gonna read it. It's Surah 4 verses 34. It says, men are the protectors and maintainers of women because Allah has made one of them to excel the other, and because they spend to support them from their means. Therefore, the righteous women are devoutly obedient to Allah and to their husbands, and guard in the husband's absence what Allah orders them to guard. Example, their husband's chastity, their husband's property, and so on. As those as to those women on whose part you see ill conduct, admonish them first. Next, refuse to share their beds, and last, beat them lightly if it is useful. But if they return to obedience, seek not against them means of annoyance. Surely Allah is most high and great. No. Well, I mean, beat them lightly if useful. I mean, again, are you? This is just insane. You can see what kind of doorways this basically opens up. So say I'm a Muslim guy and I got anger issues and I have a wife. With this kind of verse in the mix, in the religion itself, it's not gonna really work out too well, because the second her behavior basically, like it says, as to those women on whose part you see ill conduct. So it's based on what I see. Basically, it doesn't really matter whether what they did was actually right or wrong. It's based on what I see, basically, on whose part you see ill conduct. I mean, so I can basically beat my wife. I mean, I can basically do as I please. I mean, it's insane. Another doorway this basically opens up is practically a doorway to slavery, really. Because I mean, what did they do with the slaves? I mean, if the slaves didn't want to do anything, they made sure they beat them up pretty good, right? I mean, you know, the, do you see how insane things get, especially for women who are Islamic, whether they know this or not? Do you see how insane things can get? I mean, seriously, go over there to where these countries are at, Afghanistan and all of that, and see how these women are treated. I mean, it's just horrible, basically. I'm not saying every single Muslim man beats their wife or whatever, but according to the Quran, if they see it necessary, they can. It doesn't mean that every single Muslim man might beat up their wife, but they can. If I guess if the opportunity presents itself. But I mean, it's insane either way, because that right. I mean, the women don't have that right. Obviously, the women can't beat their husbands if he's cheating on her or doing something pretty bad. She can't beat him, but he can surely beat her. Do you see the insanity here? I mean, it's crazy, but hey, it's their religion. Freedom of religion, right? Crazy, but apart from that, like I said, this thing, it can open up some really sick, sadistic doors. If you're a really evil person, I mean, this thing gives you the keys to God knows what. I mean, So you can probably even I guess force her to be a prostitute too, if her be, I mean, do you see what kind of sick things even come up? I mean, it's crazy, you know. But, I mean, it's insane, but hey, it's kind of sad because, I mean, I don't even like the thought of even being able to beat my own wife. I mean, what does that say about me as a person? But then again, their own religion says all of this stuff. Oh, Muhammad, he came to us with Islam and this and that. Okay, if some dude is claiming that he's off God and all this other stuff, and yet he's saying, oh yeah, it's okay to beat your wife, then quite frankly, you shouldn't even be listening to him. Basically, you know. I mean, it's like, oh, I'm of God. What? Okay, if Muhammad's God, Allah is so merciful and so giving and so passionate, Why does he give men the right to beat their own wives? That's insane. You see, if I had a wife, the only time I would even fathom beating her is unless she was gonna kill me, like literally kill me or kill someone else. That's supposed to be self-defense, but in this case it's just saying, hey, if you don't like her behavior, you can beat her as a last resort. So I mean, the only time I think you should be able to beat a person is in self-defense or to defend somebody else. If my wife's coming at me with a knife to kill me, yes, I'm gonna beat her to defend myself. I'm not gonna stand there and get stabbed to death. But in this case, I mean, it's insane. You know, I mean, But then again, hey, it's their God. Freedom of religion. But in the next part, I'm gonna touch on the topic of slavery because it was while studying this verse and all the other verses that I've basically come across. Basically noticed that Muhammad himself actually had slaves, basically. You know, according to what he did as a supposed as a prophet of Islam, according to what Muhammad did, it was okay for him to have slaves too, basically. And I'm gonna show you the verses in the next part. And until then, may God bless you.